Aorigele, the living reincarnation of the dragon warrior, devouring every opponent in his path. His hands are lethal weapons, and his stomach, a full-on ammo depot. This cholesterol knight smashes not only his opponent's faces, but also every stereotype about a fighter's physique, blending his bulk with elite combat skills. Now watch how this Chinese powerhouse casually climbed the ladder all the way to MMA Olympus. This is Boxing Game. Here we go. The debut of our hero in MMA took place at the end of 2014, and the first obstacle on his path to glory was none other than Yanbo Wang. But before the bell could even finish echoing, Aorigele added his first victim to his collection. It took the Chinese maniac only 7 seconds to snatch the poor guy's soul and announce to the entire MMA world the dawn of the Aorigele era. A year later, it was time for the next chapter in the Chubby King's octagon ascent. This time, Aorigele faced the Korean gangster Kim Jae-hun, nicknamed Yakuza. Looking at Kim, you'd think he spent more time in tattoo parlors than in the gym. But the Korean wasn't timid. He nearly started a gangster brawl at the pre-fight conference. After such a brazen display, Aorigele promised that their clash would mark the final moments of this Yakuza's career. From the very start of the fight, Aorigele dealt with the criminal mastermind better than the police could, delivering a crushing knockdown that made Kim taste the bitter flavor of defeat. Then, with his hammer fists, the Chinese wrecking ball pinned the cocky gangster's face to the canvas, ensuring Kim would stay humble forever.
Victory never tasted so sweet.
In mid-2016, matchmakers paired the Chinese panda with an American steroid rat, Bob Sapp, a name synonymous with mud. Despite his tarnished reputation, Sapp in his prime terrified the heavyweight division, sending opponents to the ER at an alarming rate. Before the fight, cocky Bob took one look at Aorigele and dismissed him as a punching bag, trying to scare the chubby fighter into wetting his shorts.
Victory never tasted so sweet.
In response, Aorigele just smiled and demonstrated an ancient Chinese method of intimidation. The fighters clashed in the cage, and our hero showcased his kung fu skills and Sapp went straight into an aggressive attack. But hitting Aorigele proved harder for Bob than benching a barbell. Our hero then started mockingly breaking not just Sapp's bones, but also his confidence. Hungry for victory, the chubby warrior pounced on Bob like he'd spotted an all-you-can-eat buffet and ruthlessly beat the arrogance out of him. After such a public humiliation, Sapp went from a cocky bodybuilder to a cowardly disgrace of MMA. Fans were eager to see their favorite fighter back in action, and Aorigele wasted no time returning to the battlefield. His opponent? The monstrous Yusuke Kawaguchi from Japan. But Aorigele couldn't care less about the cage killer's reputation. The Chinese panda immediately turned the octagon into a torture chamber, unleashing a festival of violence. It was painful to watch Kawaguchi, as the 360-pound cholesterol champ descended on him, mercilessly pounding the poor soul into the canvas. By the end, Aorigele practically turned the Japanese fighter into tempura rolls, and the merciful referee stepped in to save what was left of Kawaguchi's health. Aorigele didn't stop his rampage through the land of the rising sun. And in September 2017, his next meal was the Japanese one-punch man himself, Masuda Yusuke. From the start, Masuda tried to stay at a distance, hoping to exhaust the Chinese dragon. But the fair referee wasn't having any of Masuda's cowardly antics and handed him a yellow card, giving him one last chance to fight like a man. Realizing there was no more running, Masuda switched tactics and charged straight at Aorigele, aiming to open his guard. However, in his haste, he quickly found himself caught in a deadly reception. The fighters wrestled for power, unable to decide which one's the dominant one and which one's submissive until the final seconds of the round.
Look at that, just using that weight to...
Then came the second round, and what happened next shocked everyone.
Rush in.
As soon as the bell rang, Aorigele, like a starving predator, cornered his prey, expertly pummeling Masuda senseless. When it was time to end the game, Aorigele found the game over button on Masuda's jaw, forcing the Japanese fighter to bow his head in defeat.
And you can see the way he went down. Yeah. Took a big shot, went down.
Once again, the Chinese gladiator etched another name into his death note. Just 1 month later, Aorigele faced his deadliest challenge yet, a battle against the monstrous legend of Japanese MMA, Fujita Kazuyuki, famously known as Ol Ironhead. Kazuyuki was notorious for his brutal reputation, a nightmare for anyone caught in his sights. He wasn't just a winner, he was a destroyer, leaving behind shadows of once great names consumed by his merciless power. The fight's spectacle was never in doubt. From the very first seconds, Aorigele seized the initiative, establishing his dominance in the cage. This one-sided beating resembled a father punishing a disobedient son. But when Aorigele slowed his pace, the referee intervened, freeing Kazuyuki from the dragon's grip and giving him a chance to turn the fight around. However, it seemed the iron in Kazuyuki's head had rusted, as Aorigele easily crushed it like a tin can. After such a pummeling, Aorigele showed his respect by supporting his opponent, proving that even in victory, sportsmanship reigns supreme. Another formidable opponent stood in Aorigele's way, a titanic monster named Jae-hyuk, confident that his immense size would guarantee an easy victory over the Chinese dragon. This cholesterol-packed clash was destined to go down in history as one of Aorigele's most thrilling fights. However, once locked in the cage with the true beast, Jae-hyuk quickly realized his size meant nothing. Desperate for victory and envious of Aorigele's immense steel confidence, Jae-hyuk resorted to a cowardly low blow in an attempt to neuter the Chinese warrior. But such treachery came at a hefty price. Furious, Aorigele activated his mad chef mode, expertly turning the Japanese cheat into a juicy Wagyu steak.
Just like he has prepared.
Jae-hyuk's fall could only be described as the epicenter of an earthquake.
Yeah, they've just got so much weight behind those punches.
With this victory, Aorigele not only crushed his opponent, but also stripped him of any desire to repeat such a rat act ever again. Aorigele is a man who knows no limits. The next time he steps into the ring, remember, it doesn't matter who you are. It matters who you'll become after facing him. He's not just a fighter, he's a true nightmare for everyone. If you dare to face him, prepare yourself for the toughest moment of your life. What do you think? Does the KFC boss have what it takes to make it into the UFC? This was Boxing Game. See you next time.